Hi everyone. I'm making this video to talk about and show you what it's like having a white LED on your wheelchair. The white LED that's on this video is on the right side of my wheelchair. I wanted you to be able to see the difference between having it on the right side and it's not being there on the left side. I actually had a surprise. Adding this white LED is for my benefit. I put it there so that I can see what I'm driving over next. So I'm not wanting to drive over water, snow, ice, dead animals, sewer drains, limbs from trees, and the occasional nail or screw from construction sites. So I aimed the light down about a second or a second and a half past where I'm going to be driving over next. The unexpected surprise this brought was that vehicles on the road now treat me as a vehicle instead of a pedestrian. So what I mean by this is I'm finding cars now stop at the white line on side streets and wait for me to drive past. I'm also seeing that cars wait to turn corners until after I drove past the side street they're turning onto. So it's been an unexpected result. I really wasn't expecting vehicles to respond to this. I do feel I need to caution you that each car should be treated on a case-by-case basis. As best as possible, I both make eye contact with the drivers, I follow the right-of-way at stop signs, and I've also found that most drivers respond to me taking my hand off my joystick, and they have confidence that the wheelchair is not going to move forward with my hand off of the joystick. Now, in terms of practical help, this light actually makes the street signs fluoresce. So, like stop signs reflect the light back. So it's really, it helps in the short term, but I can see a distance with this light. There's also the issue of recharging the battery. So the light uses 14 watts an hour. That's just a little bit more than LED lights for a home. It's because this light is actually significantly brighter than the LED lights for lighting up a room in your home. So what I have is this 12 volt, 7.2 amp hour lead acid battery that I've added fuses and also the connections for 12 volt appliances. The reality is that I use the white LED light for about 23 minutes on the way to the gym and another 23 minutes on the way home. So it means I'm using about 9 watts worth of electricity out of the battery. So I have a 12 volt 2 amp charger for the battery. About 45 minutes of it being on is more than enough to recharge the battery. So it doesn't use a lot of energy. So 14 watts is being drained, there's still lots of capacity in the battery to run other wheelchair accessories. For example, I've recently mail ordered a waterproof motorcycle stereo system for my wheelchair so that I can enjoy some music as I go back and forth to the gym. So there is more than sufficient electricity in this battery to run both the white lights and this motorcycle stereo system when it arrives. Another thought, and what I'm pursuing, is adding a different set of LED lights. These ones are strip lighting to the frame of my wheelchair so that cars behind me can see me better. There will be a clearly defined shadow from the white lights aiming forward that cars will see me from, but I can do better than that. So kind of the procedure in all this is applying white reflective tape to the wheelchair, and then I've been applying the strip LED lighting around or over top of that. So the thought behind it is that the reflective tape will increase or give me more light for each watt that the battery uses. It's kind of the thought pattern of getting the most bang for the buck in what I'm able to do with this. Clearly, adding the white LED light is helpful. I would encourage you to do it. You may not have the skills that I do and the knowledge. Your point of contact would be an industrial electrician, or you could consider using some LED flashlights with rechargeable batteries. You would get the same result. It's a pain having to recharge the batteries continually. But if you're not out at night all the time like I am, it is a practical answer. What tends to be recommended for daytime use is a flag. So that would be maybe a fiberglass pole so it kind of flops around, and then an orange flag that comes to a point. It kind of flapping in the wind is what is considered as safe for driving a wheelchair on the side of the road. It's something you could consider. I tend to only go out at night, and where I live in Canada, you need to have the lighting on there for most of the year. There's only about 2 months where it's still light and the sun is starting to set as I come home from the pool after doing my exercises. So I've given you a lot to think about. I really do hope that the video that's been playing in the corner has been helpful to you and will help give you some confidence in making decisions for yourself. Remember, the wheelchair is a tool to give you your life back. Don't shortchange yourself. Live your life to the fullest that's possible. I do recognize that something has had to happen for you to need a wheelchair. In light of that, I encourage you to maximize what is available to you and is comparable for your body. Thanks so much for this time that you spent with me today. Bye for now.